Hi, folks, and we're back to Mad Games Tycoon 2. With our lead game designer, Applesauce, not developing any games currently. In fact, we have our fingers crossed that this magnificent piece of software, well, had a 49% review results. Not great. Will break even, please, pretty please. It's only been 4 weeks. It should be on sale for, I hope, at least 20. Come on, Nigma. So we can fill up our coffers. So that we can build either a training department or potentially just our quality assurance for additional contract work and game reports, so we can know what we're doing wrong with our games. In any case, for us to start training personnel, well, we'll need a steady stream of income. So for that, we need contract work or very successful games. Either or, we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So currently, we have no contract work to complete from outsourcing. All we've got is contract games to complete. So. Should we make Scooby-Doo? Or Paku Paku Animals? Yeah, Sega's a 5-star publisher. So we may want to have a good relation with them. And that'll increase our experience making puzzle games. We could fine-tune our formula. And, well, our ability to program for the Fairchild, not that that's crucial, I don't think. Alright, let's try to do that. So, main topic, not on vogue, so let's try something we may use for something else, like time travel. Let's gain experience with that. And still the basic engine we haven't developed, because there are no features to develop a new engine for. And, oh yeah, it's not even competing with ours, because, yeah, ours is only on Apple One. In fact, it's an exclusive for Apple One. Oh yeah. Do they have any advantages for exclusivity? No. Nope. Well, it is selling Apple IIs apparently. 60 on account of just my game. You're welcome, Apple. You're welcome. Let's go for just English. That's already 52 workload and $22,000 in development. That is a lot. All right, level 1 stuff and now what? No, we completed Enigma. So let's copy over everything. And let's see what the letters said. So we have 3 letters back. Disappointed with the sound, complain about the controls, that's too easy. Right. Not sure what the control means, but if it's too easy, we'll bump up the difficulty. So if the control, is that gameplay? That's probably gameplay, right? Controls in Enigma are terrible. Can't really Or can we improve that? Because, I mean, we'd have to take away from something else. Technical is already bad. People also complain about graphics and sound, so we won't be changing that, I don't think. Oh well. And oh my god, that's already way over. We didn't select that, did we? Oh, of course we did, because we copied. Yeah, of course. Ha! Copied over everything, not just the. Yeah, stupid me. No, don't do that. So, okay. We can improve high scores. That is more gameplay. That is over budget, though. We will not make that back. But, yeah, we've been earning experience in all of these, and we need these, I think. That's 5 and 6, not 6 and 6. This is 6 and 6 as well. You only need a very low score. Let's remove one of these and not be overcost. Ah, we need controller, so drop the arcade stick then. Yeah, it'll be 13%. That I can guarantee. Do we have anyone good to hire? No. Do we want to remove people we're not interested in hiring at all from the pool? We're not going to need any hardware or engineering anytime soon, that's for sure. We have a better research alternative in game design. Yeah. Keep that open for better applicants. Well, it's not our game, so... Full of bugs already. Is the star rating beside that the actual dev report? It's an exclusive game, sure. What does that mean exactly? The quality, the overall quality of the game? I mean, 40 to 60 is not terrible. Hand it over. Okay, we're getting pretty good at some of this stuff. Actually, better than our own game. Damn it. More than broke even, 2.7. That's not bad at all. And we're making money. Ah, we have a short contract work, do that. That's too expensive. Yeah, let's just keep... Oh, actually... Oh no, finish that. Be quick about it. We need to complete an update, I'd say, for Enigma. Let's... What did it lack? People are complaining about the sound, weren't they? And the graphics. Didn't have any bugs. Should we increase the language availability? Oh no, we included all the languages already. Okay, so that's fine. $1,000. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Should we include... Ah, what the heck, 400 bucks. People are yeah, complaining about the controls. Okay, do that. For the week is up. See if that bumps up sales a bit. I think we're most definitely, at least, the very least, breaking even with that. I hope. Anywho, yeah, we're nowhere near having enough money for quality assurance just yet. And oof, I think we should really invest in training before anything else. So, contract work, contract work, contract work. I think we should try to complete every single contract available. So let's see. We'd have to research adventure games for that. That's an extra cost. And 27 is on the high side there. Another skill game. Don't really have any way to create a report on that, so... And because it's not our game... Do we even get letters back? I don't think so, do we? We only get letters for our own games, I think, not for the contract games. So we're not even sure what the problem would have been. Let's see. All the games. Everything was bad. We were bad on everything. Okay, that's helpful. Scabido was still low on the graphics. Okay, so we may want to improve on that somehow. May want to focus our training on graphic skills. That's one way. Yeah, we need a lot more money for that. Lot more money for that. So, should we publish another self-made game. That would eat into the cells of Enigma, though, so quickly afterwards. So I'm thinking... paid add-on would only be available for people that already bought the game the first place, so may not be profitable at all. Let's make another contract game and try to have some profit squeezed out of it. Let's go for gangsters, why not? Pack animals, sure. So we'll be competing with ourselves, that's fine. Huh. Let's see if we can get this better this time around. Maybe sound isn't as important as that. See how that goes. So a skill game. It's supposed to be hard, right? More geared towards core gamers, maybe? And not so much story-driven, nor character-focused, I don't know. And, what? Level design? And length? Not sure if that's better or worse than what we previously achieved with Terraria. Yeah, we're gonna have a marketing department for that. Right, so which one of these do we want? Well, the 3 mandatory ones. Let's say that you really want to have this in this type of game, because it doubles the score, doubles the points attributed to the output there. So it's very cost effective, and well, I guess those 3 should be enough, right? We want to improve our skill on pause function. Yeah, let's go for it. That'll give us a profit margin of the monthly salary, 5,000 or so. Okay, the update did bump up sales quite a lot. That's good to see. You want to... I don't know exactly what the actual ideal break-even point is, but at least once every 5 to 10 weeks, or thereabouts, after a game launches, you want to have some sort of updates out. Until sales really start to plummet, and then it's no longer worth it. Okay, we're gonna turn a profit on Enigma. Good. Okay, there's new people for hire. None of them are bug-free as a perk. We have a music specialist. We have graphics specialists. If we add each one of those to our game design team, would that guarantee better graphics and sound design scores? Not really, because we don't have any features that improve those specifically. I don't think they'd be that much of a help. So how's it developing? 30 to 50. Okay, we're well above the minimum requirements, and that's fine. hand it over. We should have, yeah, nice 3,000 bonus. Nice 3,000 profit margin there. And okay, we're honing our skills. Honing our skills. Ah, just short of 50. And okay, extra 2.5, that's pretty good. We're climbing up the ranks. Do we have any contract work? Not anymore. Not unless we want to research adventure games. That's 30,000, right? 30,000. That'd be the entire budget. Yeah. We'd be making a loss developing these. Well, one of these. And certainly, even if we make both of them, we wouldn't turn a profit. It would cover maybe a third or close to half the cost of researching the adventure genre, but do we really need that? Do we really need that? And my answer to that is probably not. Probably not. So, should we immediately research quality assurance or training? I think we need more contract work, for one. Would that pay off, just finishing that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm thinking if it would pay off just in terms of reputation gain to complete the 2 contract games in adventure genre. I'm thinking really heavily about it. What the heck? We'll get that done. Get some money back. We'll gain the experience developing things. We certainly need that. Hone our skills to be able to launch a follow-up to Enigma that surpasses it in every respect. And potentially, yeah, go even further up, closer to the 10% mark on the reputation scale. The more contract work we are able to get in the door, the better. So I'm thinking, though training is very tempting, I think we need the quality assurance before the training. Because training, after building the room, we'll need a lot of money to have staff training on a loop. And yeah, to feed that, we need a lot of contract work is what. So we may actually... I know that's 500,000. No way we're gonna get sound and graphics studios before we're getting the training room. Though marketing wouldn't be terrible either. That's damn expensive as well. Yeah, we're just short on cash overall. So, how are the accounts looking for the year, in fact? We're in the green. Oh no, that's the balance. Of course we're not in the green. That's the monthly, not the... Can we not get the yearly from that? No, just the monthly. Okay. So if we go to the yearly annual balance, we are in the red because, of course, all the construction and research. Actually, this is just the items, and yeah, if we remove the construction cost, we're already in the green. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, good to know. So, yeah, we'll probably not hire you. And we don't need another designer at all. Right. If we research, I'm very, very tempted to research quality. Just the contract work we might get could be enough to increase our revenue stream by quite a bit. And more quickly improve our reputation overall. So... we'll do that after. No, actually, we'll do that at the same time as we contract out the adventure games. So, okay. I think we can swing... That's 200,000 plus the room. Okay, we have a bit of margin there. Plus whatever money comes in from Enigma in the meantime. Alright, let's research adventure. You can't support research from a dev studio. Could we enlarge this to get a second desk in here? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, that works. Let's move our entire staff over. Work on adventure research. And we're in the black. Enigma is not a loss leader. Yeehaw! Alright, so now that adventure is researched, my god, that's gonna be so much money. We are going to research quality assurance, because it'll help removing bugs, in fact, because that, probably our next game will not want to have bugs from release, needing a patch immediately after. So, yeah, go for that. And while he does that, we... Oh, actually, there's another... Okay, there's another contract game that pays horribly... Oh, that's a different console. That's for the Apple One. So we could improve our skill on that, because that's the main platform where not a console, it's a personal computer. The main platform we are going to program for. So yeah, let's make Wasteland. And if you're not watching the Wasteland 2 series in my channel already, you may want to take a gander. Great game. So We would like to improve our skills on time travel, why not? English, and we are well on our way to having max skills on every single one of the engine features. This is an adventure game. We have no idea what is what, so average across the board, I'd say. And none of these are crucial. So let's just have the 3 that will not have a malus. Those that have a red dot beside them, you can see the points added are divided, I think, by 50% rounded down, or something like that. Or it's a significant reduction. So if you have absolutely crucial features for the genre, add them, because that will increase the points produced significantly. The def points for whatever subsection it is. And yellow, it's alright, so it's useful to still add them. Red, not so much. It's pretty much a lost investment for not much return in terms of increase in quality. So 26,000, yeah, we'll make some money back on that. Actually, no, we won't. Barely. 1,000 and change, okay. If it's at least 10%, which, I mean, how can it not be? Oh, stupid me. Oh, no. Lock the furniture. What I wanted, yeah, was to assign, yeah, okay, it's all auto-assigned. Because I saw bugs appearing. Yeah, we don't want that. And I am a better lead designer than Toby Jepson. Oh, we're still getting letters on Enigma, so better mission design, okay. I don't know how long the tail in getting letters is. We're 10 weeks in already. So maybe until the game is out of market, possibly, I don't know. Okay, we're making good money on Enigma. Should release a new update once we're done with Wasteland. Alright, so we're well into the 20s and 40s, that's fine. Yeah, that could have been closed for like the other adventure game where you have to program in a bit. 27% might be risky, but yeah, this seems, yeah, well over the mark, so let's go. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, once you develop enough games, you can have a second platform in. Yeah. Unlock second platform. Where's that? The screener can check that. Should be somewhere, right? Is it the achievements? No. Creating a contract game. Okay. Plus 1% own consoles sold. If and when we make a console of our own, that is. Where is that? Yeah, nothing is freeware currently. do not know. Is it in the menus somewhere? No, that's the base settings. These are the base game settings, so that's not it. We should have a list of these. How to unlock them, right? I completely forgot where we could check that. If there is such a menu. Certainly not the archive. We're going to see all of the stuff we archived here. Essentially, things you don't no longer need, you can archive. You can archive and unarchive anything at any given time. Essentially, it's useful to archive things that are useless to you, like terrible game reports and stuff like that. Or IPs you'll never work again, and so on. Yeah, we don't have any customer support. But, yeah, that is only needed when you have a lot of fans. We only have 24 fans currently. Market research can't complete because we have no marketing department. Bank, we don't want to loan anything. They charge up to the nose for that interest rate. Yeah. There should be somewhere where we can see the unlockables, but... it's not there. Certainly not there. I have no idea. That's just for visualization, yeah. Well, I'm at a loss. In any case, oh, I know. It tells you. Yeah. Stupid of me. It tells you on the tooltip. That's 5, 10, 15 games. So making contract games is a good way to unlock these faster. And of course, adding more platforms to your publishing possibly increases your potential game market, though the Fairchild, really, 200,000 potential customers is not a lot. Yeah, an extra 5% over the Apple One total already, so 10k development cost for potential sales, even if you sell one to each customer, which highly unlikely. Yeah. So not super important right now, not until there's another platform with a significant market share closer or greater than the Apple One, in fact. Yeah, so let's not do that. We could port a game to arcades and smartphones or the other. Strangely, you cannot port from console to console or computer to console or console to computer. Odd. You should theoretically be able to do that, but I suppose that would go over the 4 platform limit here, but that's also the case if you port it, so in any case, these are separate here, but in fact these two are together in practice, and these two are actually separate. Well, actually no, these 3 are together and this one is separate, and then arcades. It's an odd way of presenting things. One thing the game could have improved on. Yeah, so, but we're not doing that. We are making an update, pre-update to Enigma. Because people still complain about sounds and that, and controls. Let's go for the same formula. It seemed to work the first time. Okay, sales are dropping a bit. And summer is coming, so we should try to release our next game after summer, I'd say. And then the third game... Oh, but there's the... we don't have enough to pay for a stand at the gaming convention items. I think it's like 10,000 or something. It's super expensive. Yeah, I don't think so. Right, so another contract game. Let's go for Star Soul. Fairly confident we can complete that, right? For the Fairchild, sure. Now, first game we had all mid, so let's see, adventure game. Long, not necessarily super deep, I don't think. Story, not necessarily level design. The missions should be compelling, though, to a degree. More casual and non-violent, I'd say. And... I'd say it's more important to have good graphics and sound than solid gameplay or technical aspects on an adventure game, right? Maybe like that. See how that works out. If better or worse than the previous adventure game we developed under contract. Let's okay. Don't need that because we have the experience. Let's go. Ah, you do need that. Crap. Okay. Well, that should net us a bit of profit. Should make up for some of the investment into the research for adventure games. Yeah, I don't know what that star rating is. What is that star rating? I have no clue what that is right there. Oh, it's the experience we have at that specific element. I figured that out. It's the experience we have at that specific element. So we have for experience developing primitive physics. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That makes sense. It's at 1 to 20. Needs to be 11 at least. So yeah, we'll be fine. It's only halfway through. And it's summertime, minus 30% sold. Yeah, until 1st of August, I think. So we could develop our game in the meantime. And oh, there's one contract waiting. Is there a job market opportunity? No bug-free designers, though. Unfortunate. Maybe we should just start training them regardless. It's a lot of investment for still to have bugs to... I mean, bugs per se aren't terrible to get rid of if you have a even significantly under maximum efficiency quality assurance department. You should be able to keep up with supporting the main studio on that front. It's more a quality of life thing than, yeah, a straight up issue, but okay. Well, we have to create a bit of a nest egg for game development to create our own game. Though Enigma is selling fairly well, 17,000 profit is not terrible for such a mediocre game. Okay, hand it over. Is it better or worse than the previous one we made? About the same. Tidy profit, though. What's the contract work? Optimizing load times for Taito Corp. Arkanoid has too long of a loading time, apparently. Should we do that? Is that a... too long of a workload? I mean, I'm fairly confident we can finish the game development before the end of August. These B-level games are... I mean, imagine... I don't know if you're aware of these, but back in the day, the very simplest of games like Asteroids. It's like a wireframe graphics, completely devoid of background graphics, just black. Single color, you control by turning the thing or pawn. I mean, these are games that nowadays you do as a side project in college when studying software programming. It's not typically a very complicated thing to do, I would assume. Though back in the day... Huh. Were they doing this in assembly? I don't even know. My ignorance is such that, yeah, there was no C++ back then. That is much, much later. Yeah, I don't know if they were writing directly in assembly still in 1976. Well, in any case, coding will have been not as easy then as it is now, to some extent. But still, programming something like Paratrooper or what was the other? Centipede or, you know, Asteroids, as I said, or even something like Pac-Man, which came a bit later on. Yeah, slightly more complex. There's colors in the upgraded versions in the arcade, but it's not like they needed a 50-person team working on the game for 3 years to push it through. A couple of people, even one person, could release a fairly complex and good-looking game in a fairly short amount of time. So, yeah, these dev times are clearly faster than reality, I'd say, with realistic and marathon settings in the game settings. But it's, yeah, closer to reality than I'd say the standard settings for the game are. Still. Okay, so the plan is complete the contract work. Let the guy finish research on quality assurance. Start developing our own game. Or work on that to make the report for our game and make sure the settings are perfect. No, let's do that for the third game we'd release on Christmas. Game for Christmas should be the one with the perfect settings, I'd say. Yeah, let's make a few adjustments with Enigma 2. And then try Enigma, third in the series. Releasing in Christmas should have the perfect game settings and concept. Let's aim for that. Yeah, seems like a plan. All of that, though, will be next time. Until then.